I've reviewed a lot of 3-in-1 chargers over the last year, from foldables, ones that are great for travel, and some of the best nightstand or desktop chargers, even going all the way up to charging 4 devices at once. So here at the end of the year, I thought it would be cool to give awards to the best chargers of the year and across multiple categories. Awards in this video will include the best for travel, the best for charging AirPods, the most powerful charger, the one with the best premium design, and my favorite overall. I'll be going pretty fast, so if you want to see even more in-depth reviews of these chargers, I'll link all my past videos down in the description, and if you want to pick any of these up, Amazon links to everything in the video description, and it supports the channel when you buy them from there. So let's jump into it. Our number one is actually the best for charging AirPods, which is the only 3-in-1 that has a little magnet where the AirPods go to make sure they line up. It's the Amegat 3-in-1. I reviewed this in one of my past videos, and it's a Qi2 charger, so it'll charge your iPhone at 15 watts, Apple Watch charger on top, which will fast charge that, and it's the only one where when you slide your AirPods on that bottom base, they actually snap in place. I would love to see this on more chargers in 2025, but the Amegat wins the most convenient AirPods charging mat. Category 2 is the smallest footprint. If you're looking for the charger that takes up the least amount of space on your desk or nightstand, I would give it to the Mophie 3-in-1 charger. You can still charge your iPhone, Apple Watch, and AirPods, but it has one of the smallest footprints you will find. It's a great charger. It's also Qi2, 15 watts for iPhone, fast charge your Apple Watch. And I'm also going to give an honorable mention to the Satechi 2-in-1. Now, it won't charge your Apple Watch, but it does your AirPods and iPhone. It's Qi2, and it's foldable, so if you want to take it on the go, you can throw it in a bag pretty easily. Which brings us to category 3, which is best for travel. And this is a tough one. I've actually tested a lot of folding 3-in-1s in the last year, but the favorite and the one I actually find taking with me when I'm going somewhere is this Belkin 2-in-1 charger. It's a little larger than some other options, and it's only 2-in-1, but for some reason I just love the premium feel. It has this fabricy material around the 15-watt Qi2 charger here. Apple Watch goes here, and while you could actually lay it flat if you prefer that kind of MagSafe Duo look, it's actually meant to use as this tripod, so you can actually charge your phone. You see it went into nightstand mode because it's on an angle. Then you can charge your Apple Watch here, and I find that when I'm traveling, I'm not typically having to charge all the things at once. So typically if I'm wearing my Apple Watch, which I usually do when I sleep, then you can throw your AirPods on here on the Apple Watch charger and they'll charge. And your AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation, they will also charge, and there is a magnet in there. It's a little off center, but the Apple Watch charger still works. So this Belkin 2-in-1 has just been my go-to whenever I travel. But I'm also going to give an honorable mention to the Qi2 3-in-1. They updated their 3-in-1 to have Qi2, so it's 15-watt iPhone charging, includes the power brick cable and this travel case in the box, which is pretty slick. And this one actually expands, so you can charge all 3, phone, Apple Watch, and AirPods. USB-C cable here on the back, and it's actually really sturdy, made out of aluminum, and you'll see phone goes into standby mode. You can charge your watch here on the back. It bends down just a little bit, but still charges the watch just fine, and you can charge your AirPods there. This is the other 3-in-1 that I've taken with me when traveling. I love how compact it is. Actually, there's a $10 coupon right now on Amazon, so you can actually get it for $80. And if you want to use this for your nightstand as well, go for it. It's a great charger. That Belkin 2-in-1 is a little more pricey, comes with the power brick and USB-C, but it is $120. And strangely, for basically the same price, actually a little cheaper, Belkin makes a 3-in-1 as well. Yes, I actually have that one. It comes with a carrying case, which is nice. It is also Qi2, and if you really want to charge 3 things at once, this Belkin one does a good job. You can still do the little tripod thing here for the phone and Apple Watch, so your phone can be in standby mode. You can charge your AirPods there or your Apple Watch. And now you have a 3-in-1 charger on the go. For some reason, I just prefer the 2-in-1. It feels more compact. And this 3-in-1 from Belkin is actually a rubberized material. It's this black silicone, and I mean, it feels good, premium quality. But you see this third one just kind of flops around. I just don't prefer this, especially when I'm traveling. I actually did a whole video on several 3-in-1s, like from Anker and this Belkin, and I just don't prefer the kind of floppiness that connects the different 3-in-1 pieces. So when I'm traveling, I'm kind of a 2-in-1 charger in the streets and a 3-in-1 in the sheets. Anyway, yeah, I like this Belkin 2-in-1 when I travel, and if not that, then it is the Qi2 3-in-1 right here. For the next superlative, what if you want the most power going through your multi-charger? That's actually the Hyper 4-in-1. This thing is super flexible, comes with a barrel style charger, but you can also plug in with a USB-C cable, and then you can charge up to 4 devices. You got your iPhone there, and this actually does swivel, which is nice. You can do your Apple Watch or AirPods Pro 2 there, and then you actually get 2 wireless charging pads down here. So if you wanted to do your AirPods Pro over here, and your AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation over here, you could charge 2 sets of AirPods, or you can also charge a phone. So if you have another phone, maybe an Android device that you want to be able to wirelessly charge, This will do that too. It charges at about a 10 watt speeds, not the full 15 watts that this charger does. But this thing can charge all your stuff, 4-in-1 devices, and it actually collapses to fold. So if you really wanted to take this with you, you could throw it in a bag. And again, the iPhone charger swivels there. Love this 4-in-1 from Hyper, super powerful. Actually, that's on a great sale right now too, $112 on Amazon. Usually it's $160, and 4 devices you can charge at once. This is a great nightstand or desk charger. My 3 more categories: the most unique, best premium design, and my overall pick. And most unique goes to this Journey 3-in-1. This is my first Journey charger, and if you're looking for the most eye-catching, weirdest, but cool charger that you can use, this Journey one is it. There's no power brick in the box, keep that in mind, and it is not inexpensive at $140, but it does come in 2 designs. You can get the Sparkle Gray, which is what I have, or the Wood Grain, which looks really nice. And believe it or not, this is a 3-in-1. Plug it into USB-C and the little light comes on. You have an Apple Watch charger here, which actually folds down if you don't need it or want it out of the way. And your phone actually charges on this slanted part up here. Now, the one thing I'm not crazy about is because there's no actual circle to tell you where that magnet is. Sometimes I do find myself looking for it. It is more towards the top of that angle piece, but your phone goes into standby mode. You can do your Apple Watch or AirPods there at the top, and the space inside actually charges your AirPods. The AirPods do have to go pretty far back in order to charge. You would kind of think the charging pad is like way up here at the front, but it won't charge that way. So you can kind of see how far back it needs to be there, but it's definitely a cool looking charger. I imagine you would get used to the magnet here at the top for the phone. Remember, it's more towards that top of the angle, but definitely a unique design, especially that wood grain finish. All right, second to last category, the most premium design, I do have to give it to Nomad. Nomad Stand 1 Max, their 3-in-1, is just the heaviest charger. It feels the most premium, but it is obvious with the materials that they have used that this is a premium product. Now, a couple things that are negative about it is you can't adjust the phone angle. The AirPods do have to charge behind the Apple Watch, and sometimes that could be obstructed depending on your Apple Watch band. But if you want the most premium looking and feeling charger, Nomad is it. It is $150, and right now the black is out of stock, but it definitely feels great and is a premium charger. They also have the base one Max, but then your phone is actually laying flat, no standby mode. But if you prefer that style, they have a couple options for you. Also, no power brick in here. As you'll see, it requires a 30-watt adapter. So you're actually like $170 for this 3-in-1, but again, it is really premium. And before I mention my top overall pick, a couple honorable mentions. Anker actually has some great 2-in-1s on sale, so if you don't need the Apple Watch charger and you're just looking for AirPods and a phone, this one, there's actually a 15% off coupon right now, $50 for a Qi2 15-watt charging for your phone. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Belkin 3-in-1 tree-style charger. I've had pretty much every model of these over the years. I'm not crazy about this latest model because the cable is actually built in. I would prefer a USB-C port on the back. You can adjust the iPhone angle, and I like how it elevates your phone and Apple Watch. And Belkin actually solved the twisting Apple Watch problem, so your Apple Watch stays put once you put it on there. I like the tree charger, but for the footprint and the built-in cable, doesn't make my top list anymore. I'll also mention there are some really cool foldables from Satechi. This is their 3-in-1, really slim, but also has an Apple Watch charger that pops up, and the iPhone charger is actually on an arm that extends up, so it really elevates the phone. It has a pretty wide footprint, but you can charge your phone and your Apple Watch. Nothing gets obstructed, and it's all in view. It's also Qi2, so a 15-watt charges your phone, fast charges your Apple Watch, and it's on sale for $100 right now. Good deal. I usually like Satechi stuff anyway. Anker also has a 3-in-1. I reviewed it in a previous video. I wasn't crazy about it though because the phone will obstruct the Apple Watch. You can't adjust the phone angle, and there's no magnetic thing for the AirPods, and it's kind of hard to find the spot. So it's a solid charger, but doesn't make my list. But for my #1 top overall pick, and this is very subjective, I just can't stop using it. It is the 12 South HiRise 3 Deluxe. I don't know what it is about this thing, but I just love it. And even though I have all these 3-in-1 and 4-in-1s, it never leaves my nightstand. This is my preferred way to charge my iPhone and my Apple Watch and my AirPods every night. It's not perfect because it does use a barrel style connector instead of a USB-C cable, but because I just never move it, I don't know, I just love this thing. Look how thin the base is, still charges your AirPods on the back. Apple Watch charger goes up and down. You can angle the phone charger up here. This is 15 watts charging, fast charges your Apple Watch. Something about just the svelte, simple design of this keeps me coming back. So my overall pick, and the one I'm still going to use going into 2025, this 12 South HiRise 3 Deluxe. It is usually $150, but it is on sale during the holiday season, so you can get it at $120. And 12 South does have a different charger that's in white. I'm not crazy about that design. I really just love the HiRise 3 Deluxe, and this is the one I'm sticking with. So those are my charger superlatives for 2024. I look forward to trying even more chargers next year, and let me know if you have any favorites I didn't mention. Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. And if you like these kind of end-of-year superlatives, I have a couple more planned. One, I'd like to do my top 10 shortcuts of 2024. So if you have a favorite shortcut I've done here on the channel, or even one you've built that you just find invaluable, you use it all the time, I would love to hear about it. You can tell me in the community, create.beard.fm. There's almost 500 people there that have become members. You can submit your own shortcuts and also join for $5 a month. And I have a special shortcuts requests form that I'll prioritize those shortcuts requests. And whether you join that community for free or paid, you can DM me over there. And because social media is just becoming so spread, I'm more often checking my DMs there in the community. So I'd love to have you there. Let me know your top 10 shortcuts. You can go to create.beard.fm for that. And I'll put one of my previous 3-in-1 charger videos right here. And if you're looking for accessories, maybe for your iPhone 16, I've done several accessory roundups of what I actually use and find useful. You can check out one of those videos right up here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.